Right, here we are, guys. So, today's gonna be Final Fantasy. As you can probably hear in the background, I'm in the game already. And I have a bit of a surprise. Well, not really a big surprise, but I decided to join the Donuts FC. So I will no longer have my own FC because it was mainly consisting of viewers' alts that haven't logged in for like ages, and it felt a bit lonely. Even though it's an MMO and you're supposed to play together, and you know, every so often, of course, viewers come in and join and play with me. But the Ashen FC, Ashen Covenant, as we called it, was really, you know, there was no activity. So that was one of the main reasons for me to decide to join up with the Donuts. So yeah, we're now part of Elpster's Stuart's little Donuts, I suppose. And we should be finding, I guess, more people to play with and more interaction that way. Because at the end of the game, it's an MMO, and you know, I want to interact with people, and that's one of the reasons why I actually decided to do that. Because it was weirdly isolating at some point when there was nobody else to talk to during playing, you know. And now we have an FC in the back as well that is fairly active. There's that. But without further ado, let's hop on in, and we'll just continue the main story quest from where we left off. And let me switch it over. Here we go. So I still have to get used to my new setup a little bit, because my first monitor is right here, right in front of you, or me. And then my second monitor is now up there, because my TV is right here, which is where my PlayStation 5 is hooked up to. So yeah. It takes a bit of getting used to, I guess. But, you know, we'll take it slow and we'll get there at some point. Right. Okay, we got the gear repaired. We got everything we need. Let us just continue the main story. What the fuck am I hearing? Anyway, that was something else. Shaken Resolve, it's called. We go back to Mordona. And there, Tataro should be waiting for us. So it's kind of weird because we kind of left the Scions back in the source, and now, or the first, I mean, and now we're back at the source, but they are not. Shaken Resolve. I suppose everybody's like just hanging back. Mordai gods, it's good to see you. I hope you being here means that you've had your fill of rest. More than my fill. Well, you certainly earned it. Not much has happened since you last visited. I had planned for you to meet that helper that I told you about, but he refuses to answer his link girl. I do hope he's alright. We've been exchanging messages with the Ocean Alliance throughout, though. They say the fighting has finally stopped at the Gimlet Dark, and the Empires show no sign of movement. which means we might actually have a moment to ourselves for a change. Seeing as you're back, maybe you could tell me more about the times in the first? Reminiscent. Great. Oh, and if you don't mind, I'd like to ask Philomin to join us. She wants to know what happened to Minfilia, and I think it's best for her to hear from you. Right, that makes sense. We'll meet you at the terrace on the House of the Splendors. There's a terrace? I didn't know about that. This ain't it, is it? That's like, I think that is Heaven's Ward. So many people in this FC. Look at that. The terrace, so they must be up here? Yeah, they are. Would I? My, it has been too long. Tatar did mention that I would be joining you. Did she not? Thank you. Words cannot well express how I've longed to know more of the first. This world Minfilia has sacrificed so much to save. But come, rest your feet. Tatar should be arriving shortly. So Minfilia chose to pass her gift to the next Oracle? This girl who Thancred named Green. You have such a burden thrust upon her as a child. Only to embrace it with given the choice. In that respect, they're all quite alike. It would seem her legacy is indeed in capable hands. Would I? Might I ask you a favor of you when you next return to the first? Tell Rin that what I cannot. To tell her, thank you. And I would offer thanks to you as well for staying with her to the end. Begging your pardon, but can I have a word? Hey, it's a boy. Rollo. Rolio? Riol. That's his name, I kind of forgot. Riol, I hope you hear it. Tell me you've received word from our helper. I wish, nay. Not had a peep out of him. Been a good long while for now. Too bloody long. On account which I'm going to sneak into the border and see if I can get a signal to him from closer up. But if they catch you, there must be another way. There must be another way. Well, it ain't as if Tancred can do it. We can ask Tancred to do it. Besides, I shouldn't have no trouble picking my way through the gimlet now that the fight has died down. Gods know there's a shadow to hide in. It ain't waiting, and it beats waiting around here twiddling me thumbs. Any road, just thought that, you know, now I'd best be... Ah, near forgot. Krau's at the stones, and she wants to work with you. Something to do with patience. I think she's getting ready to examine him again when I left. Best head back then. I'm sure it's important. Uh-oh. Also, we won the near pet last raid. That was pretty cool. To be. And the other guy. 9S or something. I think she's still examining them. Oh, hey, Winter. How are you doing? Seems she's still examining them. Oh, I hope it's nothing bad. Yep. Moved back to the desk because the glare was pissing me off on my TV screen, as well as I'm more comfortable in this chair. So yeah, we're back in the room, and I also got a little blankie back there. So me and my boyfriend only had carnival sweets for dinner. You celebrate carnival in? Oh yeah, it's probably because it's a Catholic celebration, isn't it? Have a stroke soon, too much glucose. Yeah, I believe it. Trial. Been too long.
So, how are they?
Still locked in slumber, but otherwise in good physical health. For the present, at least.
She was born in Venice? Oh.
For the present? Oh no, is something wrong with them?
I'm afraid there may be.
People wanted to do stuffs out of various types without actually being
faint
recognized.
signs of instability in Thancred's corporeal ether.
Oh.
But subsequent examination suggested all 5 might be
Stuff.
affected. And when I examined them just now, my fears were confirmed. Tellingly, the degree of instability varies between them. Thancred exhibits the most notable signs, followed by Y'shtola and Urianger. The twins' ether, meanwhile, remains relatively stable, but there is a change there too if one knows to look for it.
Like fooling around, I mean, I guess.
Hold on. Isn't that the order they were called away in?
Yep.
Indeed. Which leads me to believe the instability will only increase with time. Though I can but speculate, I fear this may be a symptom of a weakening link between body and soul.
Oh, that's pretty bad. And also, in other regions, it is for Commedia dell'arte. The carnival made some particular mask famous. Like the character of Alecino? Or Iena? Inella? Even if there was a mass party actually and everything could happen. Oh, a bit like that. Oh man, what's that movie? There's a movie with Tom Cruise, and it's about a sex cult. And he gets an invite, or he accidentally gets an invite, and he goes, and it then turns out to be like some sort of sex cult. It's a pretty good movie, though. What's the name again? Eyes Wide Shut, I think. Let me Google it. Yeah, it's Eyes Wide Shut. The movie from 1999. Goddamn bots again. Didn't thought they were so hard to pronounce for non-Italians. Not always sexual, like trading gossip. Oh, okay. Fair enough. But it reminded me of that.
By the gods! What happens if the link is broken?
I cannot say for certain. This is all unknown territory to us. Yet whatever happens, it cannot be good. Mercifully, the instability is still only slight. And you may rest assured Master Matoya and I will do everything in our power to keep it from worsening. Be that as it may, it is imperative that you find a way to restore our friends' souls to their bodies.
I mean, with that, we need Giratiara's assistance, because he's the one who's sending them back, I guess.
Thank you.
Yeah, true. That's pretty. I mean, that's
Where's
cool.
he even
Yeah.
supposed to start? We had the greatest minds in the realm hunting high and low for an answer, and they ran out of places to look.
You stated in your report that the Exarch had originally intended to reverse the summoning process by means of his own death, correct? Raha always was a reckless young fool, ready to die for the first righteous cause that came along. His plan might well have worked, but I for one am glad he never had the opportunity to see it through. Even if it does mean our friends must remain stranded a while longer.
And was it in Parma as well, like the whole city?
There is
Wait, you're no
another
longer.
way,
Are you
I'm
still in
sure of
Parma?
it.
No, right?
And the key lies with him, with the Exarch. Pray return to the First and apprise him and the others of the situation. We, meanwhile, will do what we can from here. And, if the fates are kind, we will have good news to share upon your return.
That's why I have the carnival masks are always like Victorian dress with elaborated eye mask. More than an actual costume. Yeah. In Holland, it's really all about like the fasting and then the sort of break away, a lot of drinking, crazy stuff afterwards. But mainly a lot of drinking. And bad music and just dressing up. And making these cards to enter the parades as well. More for the kids. Hence the candy and the snacks. Inspiring Skywatcher. There he is. Ah, what are you? Are returned. I hope in time your time in the source was suitable, restful. But of course, it wasn't. Go on. The corporeal ether shows signs of instability. By the gods. Possibility never occurred to me. You have returned in the hope that my research has yielded a solution. I fear you will be sorely disappointed. It is but a mercy. We have the likes of Mistress Kral and Master Matoya to keep our friend's body safe while we wrestle with the problem. The Venice one is really old, like 1,000 or 1,100 years? Like the tradition? Ah, okay, fair enough. We cannot forestall the separation of body and soul indefinitely. Come, the others must be told. Yeah, so about your body and soul severing. Turns out it might be bad.
Pray excuse my late arrival.
Will Thancred and Reen not be joining us?
Nay, milady. With apologies to all, they beg leave to pursue their investigation of the empty to its conclusion. Should matters here demand their presence, however, they did assure me that they would make themselves available.
Fair enough.
Yes, of course. Then let us proceed. I think it best that you begin by providing a summary of Mistress Kryl's findings.
Well, you see, this is what happened, and then it's always the pan up.
I suppose it was only to be expected that some change would occur.
Yet our souls seem unaffected, to my eye at least.
They seem very relaxed about the whole
How long they will
situation.
remain so is another question. Kryl is right. It is imperative we find a way to return to the source.
Perhaps an explanation of the method by which I brought you here will yield some inspiration.
Go on.
Ere I begin, it must be noted that I am by no means a gifted mage. In order to employ powerful magics, I must rely upon the Crystal Tower and its boundless reservoirs of energy.
Yeah, wasn't he like a bard?
The
I think when we
magic
first
that
met
summoned
him.
you was no exception. It is a singular spell, adapted through painstaking.
I feel like he was using a bow.
technique that transported me to the first. To
Before.
use an analogy, it works by cutting a hole in the fabric of reality. A hole tailored to the object of summoning, through which it and it alone may pass unscathed. Though I succeeded in creating said hole, I failed to latch onto my intended target. Instead of you, the spell found those close to you, and ended up summoning them in their incomplete state.
Right.
I would not soon throw my life away, not after the lengths you and yours went to save it. And so long as I breathe, I will spare no effort to see you safely home. But should all else fail, and your lives be at stake, there remains one sure method.
Him killing himself. Whoa. Dun, dun, dun.
What was that for?
Fucking hell,
How can you even entertain such thoughts? You owe your life to the Warrior of Light, and you don't get to die unless he says so.
Oh, okay.
Your followers await your divine judgment.
She says it with such amusement. She's just fucking with him. I love you, Stola.
If the two of you have finished, perhaps we could return to our discussion? Rather than dwelling upon the multiple failed attempts at transference, I think it would behoove us to focus on the solitary's success. I would draw your attention to the fact that our friend can travel between worlds possessed not only of his body and soul, but his personal effects besides. This is no different from the teleportation magics to which we are all accustomed. Magics that allow for the transportation of those inanimate objects one considers to be an extension of oneself.
My stuff. Right. Go
Are
on.
you suggesting that simply by considering us his possessions, he could carry our souls back to the source upon his person?
Get in my backpack,
It
guys.
would be nice if things were that simple for a change. But
Hop
many
on.
notions of ownership seem a rather tenuous thing to stake our lives on. So much as a moment of doubt on his part, and we'd be left floating in the rift.
It will be fine. You can hop in my saddlebag.
Right of it. The requisite fixity of belief would be too much to ask even of our friend. Yet, were we to immure our souls within an object in his possession, mayhap then our safe passage could be assured.
Then they're actually soul crystals. Wow.
White auracite would, I believe, serve as a suitable vessel for this purpose. It was conceived to imprison the massy soul of an Ascian, and should house one of ours with relative ease.
The
We
massy
need
soul.
only to ensure our soul's safe preservation inside the stone, and identify a means by which they might be transferred back unto our vacant bodies.
But if we research that,
Preservation and transference. I believe I know of someone who may be able to assist
so
us.
I see a problem with that, because if we research that way, or that thing, then the Ascians will know about it. The remaining one, Elidibus, will know about it, and he'll probably try and summon back the other Ascians that were destroyed that way. Is my thinking, anyway.
On the far shore of the source,
Well, that's
there
kind
stands
of
a great
dangerous.
palace built by the elves. It was forsaken in the wake of the flood, but a certain Numo chose to make their home there soon after. Though they have long lived as a recluse, they once occupied a place of honor in Verbert's royal court, and it is said that none in all of Norvrant is more knowledgeable than they on matters of the soul.
They look like
Well,
creepy
I've no objection to seeking
casters.
a helping hand, but if they've gone to such lengths to hide themselves away from the world, what makes you think they'd be willing to lend us one?
A worthy question. Years ago, I myself tried and failed to solicit their cooperation in the battle against the Sin Eaters. No sooner had I begun to make my plea than they unleashed a swarm of their familiars upon me. Unlike me, however, you have curried favor with the Fae folk. By that merit alone, I am hopeful that they would grant you an audience.
Oh, they're Fae folk.
They may still be inclined to turn you away, of course, but if their knowledge might feasibly facilitate your return home, we have to try.
Yes, of course. We shall. I mean, let's be honest. We want the guild. So we get a weapon coffer. You're turning off for the click. Oh, you have like the. Oh yeah, like you're crashing really hard, huh? Help! I had that sometimes at after lunch as well. Look, we got this thing. Oh, this is silent traveler boots. Do I use this? I think so. It is better. That's pretty cool. Your blood struggling. Also not a bad looking weapon. Also kind of works with the set. Not too bad. Right. The Grand Adventure. Yeah, it fits pretty well, right? I thought so too. Although I do prefer the hilt of my other, because it has like a nice red accent. But it does kind of work with the set. I'm still quite happy with it, actually. Super hates the helmet. He kept on like repeating that like numerous times. But I think it's quite fitting. I actually like the bare chest, and then into the loincloth as well. With, like the hide and shit. Oh, I feel like it looks proper barbaric. The Grand Cosmos. That is the palace we seek. Stands on the opposite shore of the source. Oh, the ranger boat that carries us there. Oh wait, this one is actually the one that drops, I think, the warg leader stuff, no? If I'm not mistaken. Whilst thou journey thither, I think it's best that I devote mine energies to the creation of the White Orosite. By thy leave, of course. The process requireth no small amount of time. And should the Numo consent to lend us their aid, we will have need of a suitable vessel ere long. Agreed. I would ask the rest of you to meet me in Sullen. And do be prepared for a warm reception. Right. Where do we go? Where is this? Oh, that's... okay, yeah. Why can I not exit? Oh, here we go. I burn my tongue with my food. Always sucks. So I'm still an archer. I don't have my soul crystal yet. But I should be able to become a bard then, right? At that level. It's 36. Oh, fuck it, glammed over it. Oh well. Wait, did it? Yeah, it did. Yeah, the arch questline, true. I think, what did I do to level the bard? I don't remember. Maybe I have done a little bit of Palace of the Dead on it. I can't remember. I remember I enjoyed playing it, but it was just that Dancer was available as a ranged DPS right away in Stormblood. That's why I took that. But I feel like Bard is more reliable than the Dancer being so proc heavy when it comes to like stable DPS, I think. Not sure. I also noticed that you're also in a different FC now. You are no longer Opera, or did you just rename? Oh, you changed the attack. Huh. Yeah, I joined the donuts. Actually, you probably missed it, but earlier in the stream, I said I actually left the FC to, you know, to my friend Killen, who hasn't logged in over 275 days or something, because the only people that were still in the FC are also viewers, and like me and John were the only two actually still logged on. Because everybody else is just on their main and their own DCs, right? And as soon as we get DC traveling, they will probably not play those alts regardless. They'll probably bring their mains to come and play, if they still want to. And it felt kind of lonely, because there was nobody in the FC during whenever I was on. And I had a lot of, just a good time. Doing the near unlocking, during me waiting for John to actually be ready for the last near raid, I actually went to the Alpsters FC house, to the to the nightclub thing, and we just hung out with a bunch of their members, and it was just really nice. So I figured, you know what, I'll just join them. I talked to Alpster about it, and he was like, yeah man, it would be lovely to have you. And I think it's nice to have an FC that actually has players logging in, so there's always some activity, or you know, people to talk to, or something going on at least, rather than just being in with alts. It is one of the bigger ones, yeah. Although Tataru did say that a lot of players, the regulars, will be coming in, but a lot of players are actually currently playing either Elden Ring or what's that other game? Lost Ark. So it is a lot less busy than it was before, but yeah, we'll definitely find quite a lot of more activity and things to do. So I think it was a good move, you know, because in the end of the game, at the end of the day, we play in a MMO to also play with other people and not just sit by myself in my own FC for. And I don't care that much for the tag. As I told you before, I had scarcely set a foot at the palace grounds and was set upon by a host of familiars, and I expect a reception today to be no different, which is why I propose we march through the main gate, weapons drawn. Yeah, are the week of drop content is normal. Yeah, it's true. I'm sorry. We're not here to petition for assistance. You can't honestly think barging in looking for a fight is going to persuade them. Actually, I believe the Exarch may have the right of it. They have no doubt poured a great deal of time and energy into their creations. Were I them, I should be most interested to meet those who could overcome my defenses. As would any true seeker of knowledge, and there's little we can say or do to convince them to help us. We know nothing of their character, nor less why they chose to hide themselves from the world. But if we can seize their interest, mayhaps we can earn ourselves an audience. Alright, we can do that. Weapons drawn it is, then. I must say, Exarch, you certainly seem to be enjoying all of this. It is true, dude. Do I? Well, I will not deny that I enjoyed the thought of fighting alongside you, all rather than pacing about in the Crystal Tower. You both seem to be rather high spirits, if you ask me. Not that I'm surprised. Your mood invariably improves when more that is around. Is he gonna boink him as well? What exactly are you implying? You've heard of the calamity, and the light which seemed destined to consume him has been extinguished. It's only natural that you're pleased to see him. Yes, well, you have plenty of time to celebrate his good health after we finished here. Fucking Yustola with the bombs. Oh, of course, let us proceed to the palace. Oh, this is the... Ooh. It's a donjon. What's the... Ah, here it is. Still have the sprout icon. I thought it was gone, but it's actually still there. Look how big this is. It's rank 30 and it has 162 members. But there's people that have been offline for a really long time. Historia Jaeger. Oh. Mini donuts must be alts. I guess. Yeah, they have quite some inactive people as well. But there are definitely a lot more active people as well. So the Grand Cosmos, apparently. A grand adventure. I mean, feel free if you want to. Alrighty. Oh, wow, Instapop. Did not expect that. Oh, what the hell? They look like Cthulhu creatures. Music is pretty cool. Okay, let me put on this. I guess we go this way. Oh, wow. They like slap. Such a weird sound. Your glam looks actually pretty nice. I know I've seen this before already, but it looks good. Magic brooms. That reminds me of Silver Moon City, the Blood Elf city in World of Warcraft. They had magic brooms sweeping everywhere. This is like some sort of grand library of sorts. Beaker of Solitude. Oh, he pulled. Try to avoid the brooms. Okay. I love this music. Oh, here they come. Oh shit. Oh god. What? Okay, I might die here. I have a lot of stacks. 5 to be exact. Being in a corner? Yeah, sorry. Should be fine. Ooh, that was close. Yay, we got it. Yeah, I don't know. I ran to a corner and I just got pinched by them, like stuck. Yeah, that's fine. Oh wow, it's like a beautiful open garden. This reminds me of like a French garden. Like a chateau. Wait, stuff is coming for you. Are these flying piggies? Yeah, they are. What are those? Oh, fuck. Didn't realize that there was multiple things. I was just looking at this big thing, whatever that is. Witchweed. He ate that. Slaying some fools. Oh wow. Feeling sick. Here plays the seat looking at the wind direction. Okay. Do we pick up seeds? How do I? Ah. How far does it go? I guess here? Ah, fuck, mine was... I fucked up. Yeah, this will be fine. Okay, I get it now. What we're supposed to do. I placed it one too close. Should have placed it further. So it gets blown on a non-green patch. I didn't know how far the wind would blow it. I thought the wind would blow it the whole way, pointing the arrows to the end of it, all the way to the side. It was only one square. Oh, there it is. Warp fingerless. That's healing though. So yeah, this is the warp stuff. Drops here. Hey Tane, how you doing, buddy? We are just doing the Grand Cosmos as it's part of the MSQ. The ghostly diners. The divine sphere, the chamber of immortal legacy. Oh boy. Wait, why is this on? With AoE, I noticed that I have a bit of trouble maintaining it with just this spam. It isn't enough anymore. This is a cool guy. It's Lord Colt Will. He looks like a nice Lysian king. This horsey. Well, Lakeland. Got that right. Fight changed? Like weaker, you mean? Apparently Dark Knight is the weakest tank currently. I'm not sure if that's true, but Warrior is apparently really strong. So I might end up leveling the Warrior back up because it's like 73, I think, right now. You've studied these halls long enough. Come, look at our guests. Get want for company. What are you summoning? That is a fire elemental. The insatiable flame, Lubith. Okay. Please be careful. Drop the red things not close to furniture. Don't go to furniture if red. Once you have blue fire, go to the furniture to pass it. Very crucial. Okay. Also position number to not hit many people. Okay. So the well, okay, got it. Scorching right. Okay. Oh. I got the piano out of the way. What is this? Oh. Oh, it's like... Okay. Interesting. Okay, now I have blue flame. Do I just... Ah. Okay. Bye! I see. Oh, it hit me. That's a cool boss, though. I must say. Captive bolt. Oh no, here it comes. Oh, it sliced you. Probably the sugar rush, huh? I'll be fine, I think. Oh, that hurt. Okay, we did it. I said I'll be fine, and then he chunked my HP to like 1/3. Famous last words. Always happens. Victory. Aww. Work jacket of casting. 2 of them. Good. Why do we only get 1 item? Oh wow, that's pretty interesting though. It's like, I don't know what to think about it. Okay, let's see. Oh my god.
That was my fiercest familiar. Oh, impressive.
His voice. Ah, it's fine. No worries. Impressive. Oh, it's one of them. Deluded. Good luck with that.
Backlook, 'tis good to see you again after all these years. And judging by your vigorous greeting, I dare say the feeling is mutual. To be sure, a simple shake of the hand would have sufficed by way of welcome, but I shan't complain. But you must be wondering as to the purpose of our visit. We come to beg your assistance in a most urgent matter.
Shake? Beg?
He sounds like a
Our
moomin.
comrades' very souls are in danger. If we are to save them, we will need the benefit of your unsurpassed knowledge on the matter. Please, will you not sit and hear our plea?
Oh, how dare you!
How dare you?
Dare you speak thus in my presence?
His voice. That is so
It was
funny.
to escape such words of temptation that I hid myself from the world of men. You are sinners, one and all, and I swore never again to have any part in your affairs.
I can only imagine what terrible events forced you into a life of seclusion. But I know that the Numo are a good and noble folk. It is not in your nature to turn a blind eye to the plight of those around you. And in treating with us, I am certain whatever mistrust you feel for man will begin to heal.
So what say you?
If you will not be satisfied, I suppose I could listen. After all, there's no harm in just... No, I mustn't. Not again. That damn court mage seemed to have the best of intentions too, and countless innocents died for my naivety. Oh, you know not what you ask of me. What horrors my knowledge has wrought.
Look, man, that's the evil court mage. I know of this. Yes.
of the plague?
Yes, of course we do.
Then you know how dangerous soulcraft can be. Instead of saving your friends, you risk damning them. Are you sure you're willing to take that chance?
It's not my call to make, but I think they will.
No. No.
Oh, very well. I will hear your petition, but that is all. And I expect fitting payment for my troubles.
Commensurate with your contribution to our cause. No more and no less, I promise you. With that settled, might I impose upon you to join us at the Crystarium? I'm afraid the nature of my friend's predicament calls for absolute secrecy.
And so I don't know what he does. He like moves in a weird way. Oh, heat a battle. Increased experience through battle is increased. Reputation route. Huh. Oh. So we deactivated those. There you are. The others have gone ahead to the Crystal Tower with back luck. For the record, I really wish we hadn't resorted to using such words when treating with them. I've ever sought to convince, not compel. Yet, I cannot deny the part of me is glad that Urianger shared his knowledge of the Numo with us. Had he not, good luck wouldn't be here. Speaking of whom, we should hurry. Keep our guests waiting would only add insult to injury. Back to the Crystarium. Yeah. You mustn't dally here any longer, Mordai. The back look is to hear the truth of our travails in the first. You of all people should be present. Also, thank you for the help, Winter. I'm not sure if you're back already. I'm making tea, but I appreciate that. Thank you for being the healer. Nice to have tank healer, because it's always insta pop. It is I.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me not only that the return of night was your doing, but that you hail from another world as well?
Everything we told you, of the source, the shards, the 7 umbral calamities, all of it is true. I realize how fantastical it sounds, and I would not blame you for doubting our testimony. But given your expertise, you must surely have noted the peculiar nature of their souls.
Any other time and I would have dismissed your stories as balderdash and flummery. But upon closer inspection, 'tis plain their souls are far denser than is normal, and that they do not possess true bodies. Save you. Your body is your own.
Hey, you
And
noticed.
your soul is the densest of them all.
As I said before, were it not for their heroism, the skies over Norvrant would still be awash with light, the realm yet at the mercy of Vorthri and the Sin Eaters. After all they have done for our home, seeing them safely back to their own seems the very least we can do.
Your tale is intriguing. Yes, very intriguing indeed. Simply to hear it is fitting payment in itself. As for your friends, I can but agree. Their valorous deeds on behalf of Norvrant are deserving of recognition, of their own fitting payment.
You will help us then?
Moist.
I will. I would see my knowledge put to good use for a change. I do have one condition, however. I am not the spry young Numo I once was. As such, I will require assistance in my fieldwork and testing.
It would be our pleasure. We'll be laboring for our own benefit after all.
Oh, hey, Shadow. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I'm really not that far. I literally just finished Shadowbringers last week, so I could be part of the event and unlock the near raids. Like, that's literally what I did. I had COVID last week, so I was home, and I played Final Fantasy the whole week, pretty much every day, just to unlock Shadowbringers and actually be able to do the near raid with all of you. I'm happy that I did beforehand because it took a lot of time, a lot of waiting for that one person who didn't have them unlocked. But that gave us ample time to actually hang out with each other, which I liked. I really enjoyed it. I feel like we had natural chemistry. At least the people I talked to. I feel like we had a good connection with most of them, and there was a lot of friendly banter, which I enjoyed very much so as well. I watched all the cutscenes, yes, and I read most of the text myself, yeah. Quite ours, what you say. An intriguing proposition. So what have you been up to? Playing more Guild Wars today? And you also do it part-time, right? I saw in the chat that you were talking about after work hanging out. Oh, meetup is in 15. Fuck, did I miss it? Final Fantasy today? Oh, Gwen actually said that meeting in 15, which is fuck. I probably missed it because it's 9 minutes from now. Have you moved over? Wish you were partnered. How long have you been streaming for? They have become highly charged, likely as a consequence of having maintained tangible forms for so long. In such an energetic, unstable state, there's no telling what may happen to their souls within the Aurosite. It could very well become immutable transference, never to be restored to their bodies. Years on and off, but it's become more steady. You've been in the cafe for 3 hours already. Does Gwen have enough people to do the shooting? Because otherwise I'll probably take a break and move over. If not. And would it be possible to force the souls in any state of dormancy prior to the transference? Like a slumber, that's, in theory, yes, but the soul is not a candle to be snuffed out and relit on a whim. Could you do me a favor and ask him if he needs more people? I mean, I'm willing to move over. I just need to get out of this cutscene, I guess, and then we can do world visit if he needs more people. I don't know what he's planned. I didn't really prepare a glam though. I just thought about, yeah, I can probably toss something together quickly. Well, that sounds ominous. What exactly would rendering our souls dormant entail? In order to maintain a corporeal form, your souls constantly draw ether from your surroundings. This process must be halted. Surrounding and the resulting surfeit of ether removed. Your minds would ultimately be separated from the Puck's body of yours, rendering you incapable of interacting with the world around you. A cruel fate under normal circumstances. That sounds a little bit like Artbred, except Artbred we could see, you know, and he could talk to us and interact with us. But one which will be rectified upon your return home. Okay. Leaving lifeless husks, like those poor souls in the inn at the journey's head, corrupted by the sin eaters, the ether made stagnant by the light. Corrupted, stagnant? Might I see these unfortunate individuals? Why? You think you're able to help them? I might, or I might not. But I shan't know for sure until I have seen their condition firsthand. And I would be glad to take you to them. On the understanding that you won't do anything which might increase their suffering. Was my fate in man lost? Not my compassion. Well, I guess no need for all of us to accompany you. Will you escort our guests to the inn? Oh, Sister Iranche, in creating the requisite foresight. Damn, I cannot read today. I believe my talent would be better applied to the endeavors as well. I'll leave the three of you to sit back up as necessary. Let's make for Amarang then. Right. I don't know where I have that lamb at. Probably not anywhere here. Nope. Hey, she has like curly demon horns. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's see if Gwen. What did he say again? He had like the address somewhere. Cerberus, Shirogana, okay. I think I might still have a casual glam, actually. Oh god. Stop. I thought I had it off. Because I don't want BGM on, because otherwise I'm gonna be having some issues. Performance. How do I apply Glamour Plate again? Where is my... Ah, here it is. Apparently there's no gloves on this, which makes that kind of weird. Put them here for now. Wait, why not? Okay, oh wait. The world server. Derby. I never really know how to navigate these effectively. Part 2. Plot 75. Oh, jeez. I never really navigate all these things. Where's the crystals? Oh, there's one. Is it this one? This is, I think, the one. I don't know if I should be coming in now. Hopefully I'm not interrupting the filming or recording. What's up, Shadow? I don't know what's going on. Gwen is recording something. So, he made this, pretty sure, for one of his friends. Oh, please send your minion away. Yeah, I'm sorry. Minion. So we're taking a little bit of a break to help Gwen out. I think to film a few things. I don't know, he wants to do some sort of shooting, I think. Look at this place. Where's my home button? Oh, here we go. Look at that. I think this is absolutely amazing what he did to this place. I think they're just recording a few shots just to have fun and to, I guess, preview the house a little bit. It's just setting up stuff, you know, and it's nice to help other content creators. Gwen has been lovely to meet. Actually, he's German, super cool guy, and apparently he created this house. Look at these fish tanks. Amazing. Dude, this is fucking housing savage, huh? And all the details with like stuff at the bar. Another fish tank on this side as well. You can pick your own food, I guess. I want this one. This fresh one. That's so nice. And there's a tab. Beer tab. Actually so cool the way they place that barrel with these things. Makes it look like it's actual beer tab. And it pokes through the counter like that. So amazing. And I love this pond. And so this is just an upstanding restaurant, I guess. And there they are, our favorites. Inspector Extraordinaire. Kind of amazing. I love these little blinking pots as well and flowers. Look at everybody being level 80s and 90s and shit. I'm here with my 71 dancer. There's another fish tank. You even see the chandelier there. It's problematic when you got over 80 full sets of lamps to choose from. Whoa. Take one. So we're now in a movie, guys. I really like the water. It's so soothing as well. Can I actually sit here? Yeah. That's pretty cool. I'm having my coffee. So the leveling earring is kind of standing out with the blue. But I have a ring that is kind of similar as well. This one. The augmented Skaven ring. Oops. Spilled some water. Oh well. I want to see the upstairs as well, kind of. So Gwen is the one who's like setting this up and doing all the recording. I don't know what he's doing. Mordan, can you? Sure. Sure thing. Oh. Okay. You take this table. Okay. Fair enough. So you come here often? Lots of planning into this, I think. Yeah, I think so as well. So he wanted us to have dine, I guess. I don't know. I'm in like, I guess, business attire. Oh, bam. How about here? I mean, I guess he wants different angles as well, just to have it look good. Oh, you get the nice big couch. There you go. No hats, please. You gotta lose this straw hat, mate. There's lots of planning in this whole thing. He's on his phone. Toma. Do I like emote as well? I don't know. Right, put this here. Converse. At least the music here is enjoyable. Like Shadow Doe. Penguin always steals my food. What the fuck? What is this? Please remember where you sit. Right. I'm having ramen. Three shots. Okay. One will be walking in. Who will be walking around? It'll be me standing in the kitchen, and then you walk into the restaurant. We do that last. Oh, there's Arjuna. Do, 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 do. I cannot see when he comes in, so. PFC chat in the donut's all about food now. So funny. Somebody asked about how you make your noodles, and then the whole conversation was stricken up about food and how to cook it. Apparently somebody made noodles with minced meat. I mean, I guess they mean like spaghetti. Oh, we got jazzy piano music as well to get in the mood, guys, of a fine diner. That's kind of what it is. I'm here with my hot date. that the shot he needed, I guess. Because you all want to remember where you sat. Mind dating at its finest. Alright. What the hell is that? I want to see upstairs as well. Is there an upstairs to this? Oh no, it's not. Oh, that was you? That was like moan spam, bro. Like, what was that? Dude. Oh, I love his burly voice. That's a cool outfit, actually, Shadow. I like that. So it's like we're meeting up in the hallway as a group and then just splitting off into random tables. It's pretty funny. What I want you to do is to RP walk into the restaurant, stop for a moment at the door, and then go to your place and sit down again. Couple at the table first. Okay. That is a lot of planning. Stop for a moment at the door. Where's the door? Okay, so it's like, say what? Okay, what I want you to do is RP, walk into the restaurant, stop for a moment at the door, and then go to your places and sit down again. Try that. Okay. You can wait on the stairs. Okay. He's like the chef now, look at that. Yeah, he's like Hell's Kitchen, bro. Okay. Here we go. Oh no. I guess take one when he does that. Okay, test one. Go. Couple go. I don't know. I guess that's the emotes you can do. Sitting. The converse one is probably the best one to use because it doesn't make sound. I don't know if he is going to use other music or sound over it. I have no clue what he's creating. Why is fucking Aura Mail so over the top? Okay, you two need to remember where you sat. Did they screw it up? That's pretty funny. I think we all need to go the other way around. Start position, please. All right. Here we go. We're acting now. Okay, then change if you like, you two. Okay, first the couple. I'm the couple with this beautiful bun by my side. Don't know who this is, but we're like, we would say figuranten. Take one, go. Okay. I don't know how much movement they need out of us. I have no clue. Like we're not NPCs or something. Bounce it. Oh, it's because they're on like cushions, I guess. I guess that's ready, set, go. Okay. Our date is going fantastic, guys. I'm really getting to know this bun. I think I'm in love. Got. Okay, he's got it. Popping bottles. Hey. I don't have them on me right now, I don't think. Yeah, oh I actually do. Why can't I use them? Oh, wow. You have them on hand? Like that? They are so much fun to use. I love these things, these rat bourbons. Woo! Get in the pool, you buggers. Catch your own meal. 980 more, holy shit. Oh, like this? But I'm too tall for that shit. Oh. Bangu. Why you call it Bangu? What the fuck? That's probably my favorite clay animated character ever. Oh, he's making a screenshot. Ah, King Pang. Ah, okay, gotcha. I had no clue. Yeah, I'm not on Twitch very much. I try to follow the people that I actually enjoy interacting with, and I try to follow a bit what they're doing. But when you're on YouTube yourself, it's you don't really get to interact as much. I try to though, and it's been really nice meeting all these creators. That's why I try to hop in chats and just talk a little bit here and there, and where I can, obviously, outside of full-time working and streaming myself. And it's kind of nice. It's cool to build up like a group of people, like a sort of a community that does the same thing you do to a certain extent, and then you can, you know, band together to do fun activities and streams and stuff like that. So this is King Pen's house then. The fucking jump cheer emote with the glow stick is so fucking funny. Oh, it's Arjuna. Reaper's house, okay. Oh yeah, it's actually Gwen's. Wow, that's amazing. I'm like a Valkyrie knight. Wait, he's like oh, what's that? The robes from Snow White, I think. All right. I don't know. I think this is gonna be their venue for like shooting restaurant stuff, I guess, and RPing, and probably I assume maybe doing like restaurant RP, like all the cafes that are around Eorzea, maybe like pouring some drinks and stuff like that. I think it could be a really cool venue. I can see this being used for quite a lot of RP nights and having fun. What is its outfit? Sexy fat Kokomo, huh? The Griefer's Realm. Right. You get overwhelmed because of what? You losing track? I mean, I guess it makes sense. How do I rename myself in this Discord? Okay, I joined. How do I now? I don't see myself in that Discord. How do I rename? This is so confusing. Oh, we got a bot thing. Alright, I'll figure that out later. Okay, can I... I guess I'm a visitor now. Okay. Back to stream. Sorry about that, guys, but it's always nice to help somebody out, you know, when they're doing something cool like that. Oh, I kind of forgot about him. So this is Halric, is it? Yes. His etheric balance leans perilously towards the light. Towards stasis. What do you suppose will happen to him? Not so bright, are you, boy? Oh. Same as all poor souls corrupted by light, he'll become a sin eater. You don't know that. He defeated the wardens and banished the light from the night sky. Ulrich was completely unresponsive before, but now... he's mumbling something. Perhaps there's yet hope. Okay. If I may, there is a treatment I wish to administer to the patients. What sort of treatment? In the course of my studies of the soul, I once created a tonic which could temporarily stimulate the ether to one's body. After some refinement, it came to be used by the Knights of the Faubourg, then for the far darker purpose. Lest it fall into the wrong hands, I swore never again to make it. But for their sakes, I will break that oath. Wow. Not like to reverse the stagnation, mind you, but it should offer some measure of relief. Alright. Pretty cool. I'm quickly gonna go to the toilet, guys. Sorry, I've been drinking a lot of water and I need to pee. I'll be right back. Okay, let's get back into it, shall we? Soul tonic. Alright, Toddon, here you go, buddy. Toddon stares blankly at you. It would seem the tonic has had no effect. Well then. Hopefully it yields some sort of result, at least. What? It's warmth I feel in my chest. Oh. That's some effect on Thornail. That is sort of good news. Alright, Warren. Come, you mustn't fret. I feel warm. My legs, it feels heavy. Ooh, some effect on him. Now then, you noted the change in the patients. A notable rise in body temperature and increase in motor function. In most patients, at least. The more severe the afflicted show no response. As I feared then. It is true that the restoration of night, the corrupting influence of light will no longer grow. And yes, their bodies will naturally return to the equilibrium given time. But this holds true only for their corporeal ether. Their incorporeal ether, that of the soul, is not so easily mended. Which is why those in the later stage of corruption, like Halric, appear unaffected by your tonic. Precisely. Boy's soul's too far gone, his mind held together by the finest of thread. Hey Mirror. How are you doing? I feel like I've seen you in chat before. Are you Taru? I'm not sure, I can't remember. It's too many names to remember. Yeah, Yutaru, yeah, I figured. How are you doing today? It's actually nice to see so many names that I still recognize, like Jad as well. I remember playing with Jad. And the other Ash. We cannot figure out who's the first and the second Ash now. I think because Ashara Mitra was in the FC far longer, of course, and she, or he, I don't know, actually, there. Let's just call them them. They probably have the throne and the right of being Ash #1. Doing pretty good, yeah. I mean, I'm happy that I made the decision to join the FC because I was talking to Alpsus before, and I was pretty much a bit alone in my FC because most of my FC members were either people that have alts that made them here and haven't been online for like over a year or something, or it was people that in the end moved to a different FC because they wanted to do static raiding and stuff, and obviously I wasn't really close to finishing anything at all. And so I understand that they move towards FCs that maybe do hunts and statics and stuff like that. To be fair, I didn't really organize my own FC that much because it's hard to manage all these things. Like, you know, I have a full-time job. I try to stream Final Fantasy, and I recently also bought Elden Ring for PlayStation. You can see it back there. So I've been playing Elden Ring, and I still have to finish Dark Souls 3. So I'm trying to juggle all these things and just managing an FC. You just have to be present. Like, you need very active people. And I guess that's where you and all the other mods and managers of the FC, as well as the nightclub, come in. Because, I mean, I've seen how much effort has been put in, and it's amazing, actually. The other night, when I was waiting for my friend Ian Kibu, who also joined the Near Streamer content creator event thing, for him to finish the second Near raid so we could do the third together, I actually came to the I guess the dance night, the club night of the Fat Steward, and I just came in and Jane was bartending and stuff, and somebody was head of security. It's just so much fun to just watch and hang out. And I don't know who was DJing that night, but they were streaming as well. It's just really nice. And then I talked to Alpsters and I was like, look, dude, it makes a lot of sense for me to join the donuts if you'll have me, because I would never want to make it feel like I'm trying to sort of I guess ride the waves of his recent success. I'm definitely rooting for him. I'm a big fan. I think Alpsters is a fantastic human being, and I love being around him, and the amount of passion and joy and energy that he brings is fantastic. So for me, it's really just, it made sense, but I wanted his blessing to be sure that, you know, I'm not trying to be a leech or anything. That would be the last thing I wanted to do. But it's good. I'm happy to be part of the FC because everybody's so jolly and happy and so nice. Oh god, there's another bot. I don't think Alpsters is someone who would think that. I'm sure he's happy to have friends around. Yeah, so that's what he told me as well. Like, I would never think that. And he said that he would be happy to have me. So that kind of ultimately made me decide to move over. And I'm happy that I did, you know, because already you guys are so much more active. And I love that the conversation about asking about noodles just exploded into like an entire food talk. You know, I miss stuff like that. And for me, you know, even if you're a streamer, you're at the end of the day a gamer too, and you want to have fun and you want to, I guess, interact with people and have that connection, you know, because that's what I play an MMO for. Otherwise I could just play single player RPGs and enjoy that story, you know. So yeah, I'm happy to be here for sure. Wait, Taru, you're the artist of that? You did Jane's latest thing? I saw that on Twitter. I had no idea you draw. You're insane. Wow, you have a lot of talent. I saw that. I think because Shadow responded to that. And Jane might have posted it on Twitter. If that's you doing that, that's amazing. I had no clue. I love how cutesy you make Jane look. Can you draw me like one of your French girls? Oh god. You do draw? That's fantastic. Is that digital? Was that all digital, or how do you do that? I'm always amazed by artists, honestly. I have no fucking talent for anything at all. Let me find it actually. I'm so bad at Twitter navigation. It's actually ridiculous. Oh, here it is. Yeah, how can I pull this up? My computer doesn't like it when I pull up other things when I'm streaming and playing games, because I use quite a lot of my bitrate. Unlike Shadow, I don't have like the max pumpage. I have I think 1000 or 2000 Mbps. I don't know. Oh god, why is this? Okay. Okay, it's trying to load it. Having issues. You draw digitally. J emote commissions and another 13 emote batch commissions first. Wow, look at you doing a lot of work. Nice. I mean, it looks fantastic. Let me pull it up for everybody else to see as well. Here it is. Look guys, Tower draws. I think it looks fantastic. Oh, go away. Look at the details. I love the eye thing. I'm not, I don't know, the shine and everything and the detail in the eyes. And I love the facial expressions, like a smirk. And then doing the donut love thing, that's a nice touch. I didn't even see that at first, but I think it's fantastic. Oh, and that's a tail? Oh man. You have a good, attention to detail. You're very attentive with that. I like that. That's really nice. I had no clue that was you. Because I just know you as Taru. Taru the guild mom. And pretty much the sole reason why there's even an FC house. That's how I know you. Guild mom. I always call it guilds, but I know it's supposed to be FCs, free companies, but you know. I guess old WoW player. Old habits die, you know. They don't die out very easily. But yeah, I love it. I'm a fan. There's a chance he may one day recover, of course, but it will take years, decades even. It's still called Guild. Did you come over from WoW, or did you play Final Fantasy? No, not Final Guild Wars? Or what was your previous MMO? You're like a veteran of the game now. You've been playing for a long time, I think. Nothing of that, really. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, no, guild it's just the, you know, gilde in Dutch, it's just the word. I don't know what it is in German. Maybe it's also gilde? By the gods. Would wake to find himself an old man. Build is very basic, yeah. Fine reward for his persistence. The opportunity to mourn the life he has never had the chance to live. Oh, you're a 1.0 player as well. You have a tattoo? Or is, no, 1.0 is probably the improved version, huh? Your first game was Fly? Really? I remember a guy in my high school actually played Fly, and I had no idea what that was. Because my first... It's Gilde, yeah. So my first experience with an MMO was RuneScape back in the day. In like the last 2 years of primary school, we started playing RuneScape because we started learning English. It was me and a few friends. We had the most cringy names and everything. But so we didn't really know about Flive, and then a friend of mine actually in high school told me about Flive. I tried it a little bit with those flying boards, but it was too slow, and I was already into WoW back then, so I couldn't really go back to games like Flive. It's just too clunky and slow. Dragon Nest I've heard about, not really played it with my friends, because again I was lost in the WoW sauce for a really long time. I actually have the 3 main games back here. You can see them vaguely. Also Lord of the Rings Online I played briefly. Look, I even have the disc of that still. I played that very briefly though. It was a cool game. I enjoyed it a lot. I don't know if you played that, but I like the universe. Quite fun. So yeah, I did enjoy that as well. Ultima was fun, but it was like a very brief period I did it. The reason I didn't play WoW for a really long time was because the sub beta was way too expensive for me. And I had to beg my dad to pay for me. And it took a while for me to convince him, because RuneScape membership was €5 or something, or $4.50 a month. And WoW was like 10 or 12, so it was like double, triple it almost. So I had to really convince my dad to actually pay for the sub. Yeah, same for me. Are you also a 90s baby, Taru? I like the cartoon style. I don't know why. 93. Oh, I'm 91, so... Are you turning 30 this year, Shadow? Ah, you're 2 years older than me, okay. I'm turning fucking 31 in May. And I didn't... Oh yeah, of course not. 93, it's 2-year difference. I'm an idiot. But I didn't get to celebrate my 30th. Which is so weird, because fuck COVID, you know? But that is pretty nutty. I hope to actually host some sort of barbecue this year. Probably, you know, it looks like we'll be able to sort of do something. 15th. Exactly in the middle of it. I'm a Taurus. I normally don't like celebrating my birthdays either, because I don't like the center of attention, which is weird because I'm a streamer. But it's like, when you're turning 30, people kind of expect it, and I do have quite a nice garden on the south side, so there's quite a lot of sun. And, you know, who doesn't like having a barbecue with friends? So, that was my plan initially, but... Because COVID took a big hole in your family, your mom almost died. Oof. Yeah, I actually had COVID last week. I came back from a work trip to Gran Canaria, and I had it as well, but I hardly felt anything. A friend of my sister's father died though, and he was very young and fit as well, or like very young. He was like 51 or something. Right? And I mean, when you're a streamer, you're sort of the attention, you know, center of attention. But at the same time, you're sitting in your own space. You know, this is my safe space, my little office with all my stuff back here, and it does feel different. It's true. It's like sort of I don't know. There's a veil between you and I guess your audience. But when you think about it, You know, I'm a very small streamer. I think that the maximum people that ever watch my stream at the same time has been 40, and that was very early on when Final Fantasy wasn't being streamed that much. And big names like Preach and Asmund and Rich Campbell and stuff, they didn't stream Final Fantasy yet. They were still playing WoW and doing other things. It was like 42, but when you think about having 42 people sitting behind you watching over your shoulder while you play a video game, when you imagine that, that's kind of like, wow, that's a lot of people, you know? And then when you see like the number 42 pop up in your chat, you're like, oh yeah, I mean, that's cool, we have 42 viewers. It's such a different feeling. So I wouldn't worry about that too much, Taru. If you want to start streaming, the best advice that I can give you, and probably Shadow will agree with it, is just start. You have a boatload of supportive people behind you in the donuts, you know. I would just start and announce like, hey guys, I'm doing this thing. Do you guys want to hang out? And my girlfriend's also German, and I kind of like the accent. And when Gwen speaks, you can also very much hear that he's German. But it's nice. I like the German accent. It has a good ring to it, I think. It's very... You can really hear it quite well. At least I can pick it up quite well. I don't mind it. Do you want to try VTubing? Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of like, I'm just gonna enjoy it, and probably I never really watch view count. I'm just like, at the end of the day, I'm like, you know, I'm having fun, I'm doing my thing. It may turn out to be something at some point, but otherwise I'm just here enjoying my time, just hanging out with people, you know, and meeting new people, and I don't know, getting some streamer priv on the side is always fun in a game like this. It does take some confidence, but the best advice I can give you is just start and just enjoy it, and make sure that you do things that you enjoy doing in the game as well. Like, for example, you seem to be very big on S-Hunt ranking, or S-rank hunting, right? You can just start small and be like, hey, guys, I'm doing my daily S-rank hunts. I'm close to the mount. Will I be able to reach it by access date, you know? Nobody is entertaining, honestly. Like, I think the way I thrive the best is when I have people like you now in chat, you know, I'm just hanging out. I'm not even playing the game. That is probably my strong suit. So I don't know, whenever I don't have anyone to talk to and I'm just sitting here by myself and I'm explaining what I'm doing in the game, I don't think I'm having the best streams, like quality wise, and probably people tune in and they're like, oh, this guy is just explaining what he's doing in the game, and just they click away, you know, you don't have retention. But I don't honestly care that much. I care more for like a smaller audience who's like interactive and coming back and just hanging out and then I'm having fun with and I'm enjoying my time with, than actually, you know, sitting here by myself. And through that, I also enjoy single-player games again, because I have a chat behind me and we can interact and we can talk about different things, and I don't know. I think it's a good way to pass time, at least. Yeah, but I mean, for you, Shadow, it might also have the effect of you just spacing out, right? Because of ADHD, you might, if you don't have someone's voice or somebody to interact with or focus on, you probably like hard focus on what you're doing, right? Your game. I suppose. Look, I realize now that we're not petitioned your aid. Do you think it's possible we can find a way to hasten their recovery? Yeah, and I get that. That's what I also sensed when I dropped into Mousie's chat the other night. She is sometimes very much focused on... She was doing hunts, like treasure hunts. with a group of people, and she was like very focused on the game. And then all of a sudden she started like reading chat again, and she was like shouting stuff and like being hilarious, because I think Mousie's fucking funny. I don't know, she's naturally, I think without necessarily meaning to, just funny. The things she says and the way she reacts to chat and people. She's just naturally entertaining, I think. But I could really notice that she's sometimes like very spaced out and very focused as well, like tunneling. And then snaps out of it sudden, and then it's like, oh, it's Mousy, she's back interacting with chat, kind of thing. I don't know, I really find that interesting to just watch that. I just sat back and I was just like, huh, this is interesting, because I could almost see her brain going. And I noticed that with you as well when you were trying to figure out where to go in the map, on the map the other night in Guild Wars. I was like, yeah, this guy's like spaced out, just trying to figure out where to go, and it's not working out. He cannot climb this cliff. I always find it very interesting. Oops. Nor do I think it's impossible that treating them, we might learn something of relevance in your own predicament. But yeah, I mean, you know, we all learn to deal with it, and I think streaming might also be a good way of coping with these, I don't want to call them anxieties, because they might not be that, but overcoming shyness and sort of creating a space on the internet for yourself where it just, I don't know, it's sort of your blanket fort, if you will, you know? It's your stream also, you can do whatever the shit you want, you know? And then don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. I don't know. You have my vouch, and I'll definitely come hang out and root for you, Tara, because I think you're an amazing person. You come off very genuine, and I think you have a lot to offer. And don't ever think that you're not entertaining, because I think if people can truly be themselves and just enjoy doing the things that they do, and they can take an audience or whoever's present at the stream with them, then you're golden. You know, and then it doesn't matter what you're doing. You can pull up MS Paint, and as long as you're laughing and having fun and just drawing silly things, you know, that can be entertaining. And there's an audience for everything, you know. And your thing could be in the beginning maybe doing S rank hunts until you get them out, and then you can move on to showing an aspect of the game that, you know, not a lot of people maybe show off, but that you're enjoying a lot. And you're like, hey, this is my niche. This is what I do within the donuts, or you know, this is what a day in the in the Fat Stewart looks like. I don't know. You got the energy, but usually you go quiet when the chat is not very active, which is not bad per se. But I can talk to people on stream just because that, yeah. Yeah, the start is the hardest. Once you're over that threshold, I think that is really, then you're like getting in the groove, and then you start playing around with the software. You're getting to know either OBS or Streamlabs or whatever you're gonna use, and you're just gonna have fun with it. You're gonna create your own overlays. I don't know. I try and tend to keep it simple. Like, I enjoy having chat in here because I think it's also about you guys, you know, about my community and about hanging out. And so when VODs are up, then people can actually see, oh yeah, I actually was here, you know, kind of thing. So I try to keep it minimalist, but you know, there's a lot of things you can do, and you can really make it your own. And I think you can put a lot of creativity in there. And you know, it can even be you doing like, hey guys, I got this really cool commission, and I want to take you with me. Like, hey, this is how I start my emotes, how I draw them. You know, you mentioned that you have like 13 emote commissions to do. I think it would be interesting for people to just watch you go at it, because I think your art's good, like it's beautiful. You know, you could even start with something like that if you do, because I think you're good at art. So if you're confident with sharing that with people, like, hey, this is my creative process, I bet you people will be interested in watching that. I would be interested in seeing you draw, you know. Streaming with people is a lot more fun. That's why I'm so happy that Alpster was able to put these things together, because, you know, when you're on your own, you're just on your own. And I have quite a few friends who game, but they're all playing Lost Ark, and that game just doesn't interest me because it's so pay to win that I'm like, I cannot see past that. And I don't like the systems. It's too grindy, and if you want to bypass the grind, you can just pay money. I don't like games like that. I'm not all about the Korean grind, you know. Or they're playing other games, or they didn't enjoy Final Fantasy that much, and they're not into challenging themselves with Dark Souls or Demon Souls or Elden Ring, you know. So it's good to meet all y'all and, you know, get contact information, hang out, and, you know, now I have a bunch of people added to my friend list as well that I can poke, like, when I'm like, hey guys, I'm actually ready for this and this Shadowbringers raid. You guys want to have a go? You know, like, all stream it and just have a blast, hang in Discord. That'd be fun. I did that in my community for the coils as well, and I had a blast doing that on minimum item level. That was the most fun I had probably in the game so far. Used to having people around you, so it's just in a comfort zone shit on. Yeah, and it's also very easy to shit talk back to Mousy when she's targeting you. She's going at it. Venom and I want to do a steward art party. That's also part of the FC activity every 2 weeks or monthly. And we plan on streaming that, so I guess... Oh, that's really cool. Oh man, that's fantastic. So what I really want to do is, I'm also a big D&D player. You know, I have a few books here. So I love creative story writing. I'm not necessarily good at it, but I do enjoy character creation and thinking of stories and, you know. So what I want to do at some point is maybe bring together D&D and Final Fantasy, and I think they will mingle pretty well, and try and create some sort of event around it. And I think you guys did some sort of riddles type of event already earlier, you know, when there was like a riddle and they had to find clues and meet different people to actually get the next step of the clue and the hints and stuff. You know, that sort of stuff would be cool, I think, to host, and then give it like a sort of narrative flair to it, and just, you know, creative outlet, I think. Yeah, I love D&D. My main group actually fell apart, sadly, because the DM and one of the players broke up their relationship and they don't want to see each other anymore, so the DM kind of stepped away from the group. And my other group is on a hiatus as well, because 2 of them actually got very young kids, so they have to be daddies right now. so currently I'm without D&D, and I'm used to playing bi-weekly and once a month with the other group. So that is a bit of a I have to go in D&D rehab. It's a lot of fun when you are comfortable with the people around the table, or in your case, Shadow, there's also a Dutch D&D Discord where they organize online games as well, but it's mostly Dutch people and Belgian people, like the Flemish. But it's very nice when you're confident around people, and even if you first meet them, it might be awkward in the beginning, but then you create this creative storytelling by just enacting your character, and beautiful things can happen. We've had the most hilarious and sad and touching moments during campaigns, and the thing is, when you explain them back to people, they don't get it, but your group, your D&D group, they get it, and they're like, oh, that was such an amazing moment. And I don't know, for me, it created friendships that I'll probably cherish for the rest of my life, even though I might not always see these people. Tabletop games like that can really bring people together like that as well. Yeah, so I love D&D, obviously. And, you know, some people maybe prefer, what's the other one called? Pathfinder, but it's also called Mathfinder, jokingly, because there's a lot more math involved, and I'm more about the creative story writing and just, I don't know, telling a cool story with your DM and your fellow players and having cool interactions and, I don't know, going through epic adventures and highs and lows and, you know, sorrow and dread, as well as overcoming obstacles. I think I learned a lot as a person, because I put a lot of myself in my D&D character. And weirdly enough, it sort of helped me also realize that I may not have been fully healed from my parents breaking up when I was 8, you know. And I put a bit of myself and sort of my dad leaving us behind in one of my characters. And we sort of weirdly enacted that because I was like an orphan kid and I actually met my biological father. And it was almost like therapeutic. It's weird in a way. And I mean, I still see my dad on a daily basis, don't get me wrong. It's not like I don't have a good relationship with him. But that somehow, I felt that somewhere here, and I was like, I did not know I had those pent-up feelings, you know? So that was very interesting. And I was like, huh. So it's also been sort of a mirror and almost therapeutic. It's interesting. D&D can provoke a lot of feelings and can do a lot for you. Need to go to bed now. I'll try and sneak into the next stream. Yeah, of course. Sleep well and take it to heart. There will be people who are very keen to watch you stream. Sleep well. Have a good night. Right. I suspect the Crystal Exarch has told you of my past. And I once a mage at the Royal Court of Vilbert, and that soulcraft was my field of study. Guten Nacht. Schlaft gut? My German's very rusty, I'm sorry. I haven't spoken German in a while. Aber tut mir leid, aber ich spreche nicht so gut Deutsch. The tonic you administered to the patient here is one of the fruits of my labors. I hope that you do great things for the kingdom. But in the end, my knowledge brought only suffering, a plague, the like of which none had ever seen. In the hands of the unscrupulous men. What would have been my greatest triumph instead became my greatest shame. The redemption arc? Let's go. What do you do, if I may ask, Shadow? What's your occupation besides streaming? That I do. A comforting thought indeed. But let us return to the task at hand. Finding a means by which we might revitalize these people's innocent, incorporeal ether being. Do you think that can be done? Were the skies still ablaze with the primordial light, I would call it an exercise in futility. But now we may have a chance. There's a chance! The method I have in mind will entail the conjuring of a familiar. They are able to amplify the energies poured into them, making them the perfect conduit for the ether revitalizing magics we will ultimately employ. You're about to launch into a lengthy explanation of the metaphysics of your plan. Don't bother. Rather, get going. Get on with doing whatever it is that needs to be done. If it's the same to you. Whatever regions we must procure, or spells invoke, I'll do it. I admire your spirit. Very well. Your first task will be to gather the necessary materials. Yeah, for sure, man. I'm always down to hang out and just chat. Not sure when my next stream will be because my girlfriend's actually coming over this weekend, and I haven't seen her in months because she's been in Germany because her family was like, her sister was in the hospital with COVID and like morbid Crohn and stuff. So she went home. I haven't seen her in a while, so I might not stream until like Monday, I think, depending on when she leaves. But yeah, definitely we'll be in touch about that. I did watch all the cutscenes, yes. I also read them, like I try to read them out because then they stick better with me. I try to be very attentive because the story is worth it, I think, and skipping over cutscenes not something that the community or I take lightly. I don't think. The purest of waters and the finest of clays, as well as the Fey Lantern brimming with pixie magic. If you're convinced the resulting familiar will help the patient, fine. Oh, nice. Yeah, you're on Cerberus, right? That's your home server. I think I'm there now. But it's nice that a lot of people are actually on Omega, or non-Omega, on Chaos, I mean. I have one person that I would really like to also play with. Her name is Mom's Den, or her YouTube is, but she's on Light. So until we have cross-faction or cross-DC visitation, I won't be able to play with her. But yeah, fair enough. Alfino, the water and the clay will be simple enough, but I think you know what we'll have to do for the lantern. Be playthings, yeah. The pixies took quite a liking to us before. If we humor them with our company, I'm sure they're willing to help us. Fine. We'll visit Ilmag, though I never really thought you would be the one to suggest going back there. I'm impressed you've been there at all, let alone befriended the Fey folk. Oh, while you're about it, seek out the Numo of Plaen. Any. They will be able to supply you with the water suitable for our needs. Right. Let's get this over with, shall we? I mean, do we help them here? There still remains the matter of the clay. Might I prevail upon you to find it? Oh. Right, I guess we're splitting up. Also, why does the why do the twins have to go to Ilmag? Because I feel like we had a good connection with PU. I don't know. Faye from Amarang would likely be the best. Know you of anyone who might be able to assist us? I can ask both, but probably the miners at the twine. Ah yes, they will be able to point you to the right direction, I am sure. While you and the twins are occupied, I will see that there is aught else I can learn from the stagnation which afflicts the people here. Alright. So to twine it is. How are you, Magnus? You look good. You look well. Well, what a coincidence. You come at a good time. We were just as moments finished repairing the Talus and the trolley you lot took to Nabatharang. Oh shit. The trolley was no trouble, but the Talus would have been another matter. Had we not a visit from Master Chai? Oh shit, Chai came over, huh? He offered us a share of the leftover building materials of the Daedalus stoneworks, as well as the few trade secrets to help us along the way. Nice. Clever man, that Chainas. He seemed pretty keen on the ideas I had been putting the giant Talus to work. Like a giant trolley, but Magnus still refused to see what he could do with it. You're entitled to your dreams, Jarek. It doesn't mean you can go harassing our guests with them. Master Chive was just being polite. And something tells me Mordai here didn't come all this way to talk about trolleys. What is it you need, friend? I see. And this familiar requires clay from Amarang. Look no further. If anyone can find some quality clay, it's us. Saying that isn't exactly a commodity nowadays. But there must be some lurking somewhere. Or other. Waiting to be dug up. Not mistaken. There was a time when they used to take clay from the Mount Rinnen mines to make a boat brick. The place is swarming with coyote now, but you're good after the stuff. You could do worse than to look there. Oh, you got a tip. That's a lead. Thank you, Magnus. Stay safe out there, and remember, don't need an excuse to come back and visit us. Oh, so nice. What a lovely chap. Is it down here? Oh no. Oh, right here. Oh, it's literally just collecting the clay. Okay. I thought this place was swarming with coyote. I don't see them here. Huh. Oh. I spoke too soon. That's the coyote. Huh, I never fully explored this map. Oh, wow. What's this here setup? It's like a windmill. A lonely windmill. Kind of cool that once you have flying, you can discover all these little tucked away spots as well. I remember when I unlocked flying in oh, where was it? It was the area in Stormblood. And you get to fly around there near the gate. I think it was like... I don't remember. Near Doma Castle, I think. Which one was it? Ah, yeah, it was somewhere here. In the listening basin in Yangsha. There's this area in the mountains. Don't know exactly where it is. I think like somewhere. It's looking at the gate. And it's tucked away in the mountains, and it has like cherry tree blossom and stuff, and you can only reach it when you have flying unlocked. That was the coolest discovery for me. I was like, wow, there's an entire area. Twins have returned, and in one piece at that. I was convinced the Fixies would at least turn one of them into a garden ornament, but no. You have the clay, I take it. Yes, we do. Wonderful. You need but combine the clay and the water. Then heat the mixture with the Fey Lantern. After that, it will be a simple matter of settling upon a suitable form and performing the necessary incantation. Wow, we're making a clay golem, I guess, huh? Good luck. Look, I have a question. In the event that we had need of this spell and you weren't around, would it be possible for another to perform the incantation? Assuming they possess the requisite skills? Yes. Halric and the others have suffered so much, and I swore to do everything in my power to save them. If there's a chance this spell could do that, I would be the one to invoke it. Maybe you should be the one to do it. A deep understanding of the subject's physical state, combined with a strong desire to help them, can drastically increase the magic's effect. And you are plainly more familiar with these people than I. I dare say there are few in all Northrend more dedicated to finding a cure. Isn't that so, Mordai? I'm not gonna toot my own horn. I'll give it my all. For Harlech, for Tesleen. Oh, I forgot about the Tesleen. That was horrible. That was the welcome to Shadowbringers turning. Oh. Then we are all one mind on the matter. Anastasia will be the one to conjure the familiar. Alright, cutscene.
Let us begin.
Oh, it's voice acted too.
I trust you've prepared the clay? Very good. Now, I would have you sculpt for me a porksy.
Porksy.
Plump, with floppy ears and a short curly tail.
A porksy. I think I know what you mean.
Alfino was the artist of the two twins.
There we are. How's that?
Well, it is certainly creative. There's no denying that.
Fucking Alfino. Chuckling.
Yes, I'm no artist. Very funny.
But he is.
Pay him no mind, child. Though it may look like a grotesque parody of reality, it is what the invoker believes that matters.
You're not helping.
But I speak the truth. If successful, this incantation will turn imagination into reality. Which is why the only thing of import is what you believe this figure embodies. You must focus. Hold the Porksy's image steady in your mind's eye. Now then, as I taught you, relax and allow your energies to flow.
This is gonna be good.
With flesh of clay I bid thee rise, on wings of dreams to touch the skies. What once was idle fantasy, I call forth to reality.
That's a nice little rhyme. Incantation. Wow. That's a beautiful one. You did it.
Not bad for a first attempt.
That's a Porksy, alright?
Now, let us see what can be done for young Halric. Through the operation of the magics you invoked to animate this familiar, it is now replete with the energies required to stir the boy's soul. You need but give it a name, and it will do as your heart desires.
A name. All right, I've decided. Now. Go, Angelo!
Angelo? Like the angel. He's grabbing his chest. Welcome back, buddy. How you feeling?
Mother,
Oh, he's crying. Oh, did he just go limp again? Oh, that's very short-lived. Looks like we made him feel pain. For his mother. How is he? Did it work? I believe it did. You and your fledgling familiar have done well. If my eyes do not deceive me, a hint of color has returned to his soul. Gods. I would jump in joy if it weren't so exhausted. So close now, Halric. You are even now in the process of discovering. This magic asks much of the invoker. What you may not have realized is that the same is also true for the subject. As such, we must proceed with caution. However, with further treatment, I have the utmost confidence the boy will make a full recovery. Wow. Observing the reanimation of his stagnant soul has been most enlightening. I will need time to put the theories to the proof. But I believe I can fashion a spell to produce the opposite effect. That is, to induce stagnation, thus enabling our safe transport back to the source via our side. A thought occurred to me about this treatment. Luke said, when the soul is rendered dormant, the mind is separated from the body, that a person becomes incapable of interacting with the world around them. Does it not sound a lot like some of the tempered back on the source? Not really. It's the fate of most tempered to become slaves to primals. Save a handful of cases. Or am I missing something? If I can master this technique, the art of revitalizing the soul, I know of at least one in the source who could you desperately use such treatment. Gabu, true. Yes, her little friend. Exactly. His condition is uncanny similar to Howard's, is it not? The only difference being that his soul is suffused in the earth expected ether instead of light. It follows that if his soul is subject to a similar kind of stagnation, there may be a chance that we can save him, right? Forgive me, but who's this Gabu fellow whom you speak? I see. His condition does sound similar. Yet there is much more about the soul that remains unknown, even to me. I say this not to discourage you, you understand, but to remind you that this is a delicate work we do here. Work requiring patience. Of course. As long as there's hope for the patients. Here, I will devote whatever time is needed to see this through. But I refuse to spend that time in idleness. Since it's all the same to you, I'd like to stay here with Angela and continue with the treatment. The two of you should return to the Cassarian with Luke and see that you can make some headway in your newly posited theories. Alright? I would tell you to rest first, but I see you are not to be convinced. Ah, the fire of youth. Let us return to the Castarian then. Finally, I found you. Oh, wow. Hello, buddy. Bashir. What are you doing all the way out here? Trouble like a Newmore. Lady Chai's beside herself. Sighing and tasting the whole lot. Near enough begged me to go and find you. Lying and pacing, you say? Must be urgent. I take it I will be returning to the Carsarium alone. Go on then. Not as if I have anything for you to do. Thank you. Back, Luke. Sorry to bother you and all, but it says the future of Dulmore is at stake. Alright. I think that does it for me for today. I think starting the Kashir fight might be a good, or the Kashir leg of the journey might be a good thing to start next stream. Because I'm quite tired, I have to work the entire day tomorrow. I might stream a little bit depending on... it's gonna be tight. I might do a bit of Elden Ring because I can drop in, drop out. But we'll see. But for now, that's gonna be it for me. Let's see. thought this was the wait. Somehow I thought this was the free company button. Let me check. Oh. Oh, it's unavailable because I'm not in my home thingy. That's why. Go back to Omega. Oh, no. I was like, why can I not toggle my FC? That's because I'm not in the world. There you go. Alright. I was like coming to limbs. Oh, wow. That is a sick looking red mage. My god. I always get distracted by good looking glams. I love that. Anyway, that's gonna be it, guys. Sorry about that. I always get very distracted by good glams. Right, thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry for the break, but I had fun helping out Gwen. Hopefully his shots turn out well. I think he made an absolute beautiful little venue for Griever, I think. Yeah, very curious to see what that turns out to be like. I'm sure his video will be posted at some point, and we'll just make sure that that will be spread on in the community, in my Discord as well. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. It was lovely talking to you, Shadow. I don't know if you're still lurking. It was nice speaking to Taru as well, and hopefully we actually helped her or them convinced enough, you know, help them realize that actually everybody has value and everybody can be a streamer and be entertaining. And I think with their art, they can be fantastic. I don't know. I'm looking forward to that. You know, I like to see other people bloom and blossom and be successful as well. And I like to be able to give other people a platform as well and support them wherever I can. That's what it's all about for me. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna leave it here. Might do a short Elden Ring stream tomorrow before my girlfriend comes over, but probably won't be seeing a lot out of me this weekend because, again, I haven't seen her in months because she's been in Germany. And then last week we were supposed to see each other, but I had COVID, so she couldn't come over. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna leave you guys. Thank you so much again. See you on the next one. Bye bye.